First let me say that I review on the product performance, quality and functionality. If I were to rate products on how the items was shipped or for whatever reason outside of we as consumers accept/hope to read our honest reviews on the product. If you have a problem with the seller, then save your remarks for the seller's review, not the product. With that being said, I think you know where I am coming from. The Switch looks great and a very quality product. I purchased it mainly for my Amcrest PoE cameras and immediately saw a speed increase when viewing them from my app over my LAN. So far it has been maybe a month since I've installed it. Best feature is that it has 8 PoE ports and not just 4 PoE ports and the other 4 non-PoE. So I tested it with other PoE devices I have and saw no degradation in performance. Very satisfied so far with performance, even to say I would recommend this product. See my seller review. So many network switches, PoE or otherwise, advertise that they're 8 ports but they're not really, since one port is uplink, leaving 7 only for network use. In PoE this is particularly a problem because you're paying a premium for a switch advertised as 8-port PoE. This BV Tech switch is the exception. It is actually 8 ports of PoE because it has a 9th port for uplink. The DIN rail mount is handy for me, too. It makes for a neater, more stable installation in the closet than a switch that sits on a shelf. And I don't have room for a rack mount, making the DIN rail perfect. I recommend this switch for all your PoE needs. Personal experience: I was recently setting up an NVR with multiple IP cameras that use PoE and I did not want to route 5 Ethernet lines to the NVR, which was almost 3 stories away, 60 feet. This powered switch let me simply route 1 Ethernet line from the basement to the ceiling of the garage I was in, then route 5 much shorter Ethernet lines from the switch to the cameras. The DIN rail mounting is something that I really appreciate because I can easily remove the switch if I need, without having to remove screws, but the rail is sturdy enough that the switch is secured once installed. Everything worked perfectly the first time and honestly the switch really is as easy as plug and play. I did not have to do anything special to get it to work properly. In the future when I have situations where an NVR is too far away from a camera or it makes sense to have multiple shorter runs to provide PoE, I will go with this switch. Recommend: yes. Pros: easy to install on DIN rail, worked the first time, has dedicated port for data and 8 for PoE plus data, 9 total Ethernet ports, compact design compared to other switches. Cons: didn't have any the way that I used it. Install suggestion: I used DIN rails for data acquisition on other T. If you don't know much about DIN rails, I would suggest do some research and try putting the switch on the rail and taking it off before you mount everything in its final location. Click link in description for more reviews.